Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check these headlines out. Apple CEO and crypto, New York coin, USD coin in Singapore. You're going to want to know about it. Next hurdle for Ripple in the SEC case. There's two, actually. RippleNet GM is bullish on United States regulation. We're going to take a look at those exact statements. BIS Basel Committee on crypto requirements for banks. It's getting interesting, folks. Bank of England to assess the case for a digital pound by next year. We got some conflicting information on that. And the Digital Pound Foundation itself and the TA, the technical analyst on XRP, are bullish. We're going to hear from Coins Kid about a falling wedge, which could mean more upside. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove and everything we're talking about here today. $2.969 trillion market cap, ladies and gentlemen. We're up 2.13% right now. Bitcoin, $68,563.85 to be exact. That looks like a new all-time high to me, I could tell you that. And right now, Ethereum is $4,858. That may be a new all-time high for that as well. Looking right here, Cardano is at $226. We know $3 or $3 plus has been their high. Solana is at $245.48. And XRP is at $133, up 6.36% right now on the 24-hour, and 13.46% on the 7-day. Let's take a look at the range of price really quickly here. We see that 122.32 has been holding for our support, just like we thought, and 133.16 on the high side. However, I did happen to catch this a little bit earlier today, which was 134. Yeah, read it and weep, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. We'll keep an eye on it as the day goes, but it does look like XRP is pushing to that upper side. We will hear from Coins Kid today about a bullish falling wedge and what it could mean going forward. Apple CEO billionaire Tim Cook says he holds crypto. This is how you know. When you see these big players like this in the space, you know, in the conventional markets, see, look, Apple is a staple company, just like Amazon is and other big companies out here, Google. Look, if he's holding crypto, what does that tell all of us? I know what it tells me. I'll let you make up your own mind. But here's another push. We're glad to welcome you to the global home of the Web3, said the crypto-friendly mayor-elect Eric Adams, in response to City Coins rollout on the New York NYC coin this week. He is absolutely for it, and he has given his blessing for NYC coin, has already received the public endorsement of Eric Adams, and this is getting exciting with Citicoin launching mining this week. Eric Adams has made no bones about it that he would receive payment in Bitcoin, at least for the first 3 paychecks. And I tell you, something is coming here in a very, very large order, not only for the United States, but around the world. You can see that most of the world has gotten the clarity they need, the regulatory approach they're comfortable with. The United States, obviously, going to be last to the race here, but it doesn't mean we'll be last in line, because we have the largest economy. Once we figure this thing out, we can absolutely leapfrog to the front of this 4th industrial revolution if done right. And I'll tell you who else thinks so is Ashish Birla. And you're getting ready to hear him talk about it in just one second. But here's more good news from Bank XRP. Circle's new Singapore hub to enhance USDC use in Asia. If we just take a quick look at this, it really shows you cannot build an always-on global internet finance business without considering Singapore as a hub. If you don't know, Singapore is an enormous financial hub to the world. It says here the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, has been extraordinary regulatory partner as we have looked to expand our business horizons and the investment in Singaporean market. In a press release, Circle said it is looking for partners to experiment in stablecoin innovations in the Singapore market as a part of the Lighthouse Project with MAS observing and guiding project design. I'm telling you, this is really, 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 really good news. I have said this when the news came out about the President's Working Group making recommendations that you should be a federally chartered bank, FDIC insured, in order to be a stablecoin project. And you want to have those one-to-one or a surplus backing that stable coin. I said that is really going to put a really, really high height bar for entry to be able to be a project in this space for what it will cost just to be in compliance. So understanding that, we know that the Jeremy Allaire has said it himself for Circle and the USD coin, that he believes they are the most regulated stablecoin in the industry to date, and they know that they have the backing to meet such a height bar when it comes to being federally chartered as a bank and FDIC insured. I believe in that moment we saw unofficially the USD coin become the retail digital dollar for the United States. This kind of expansion into these other markets really just helps reaffirm that notion for me. We will see. If I'm wrong, I'll make the video on it. Here's two things we need to pay attention to, one of which is Attorney Jeremy Hogan said the next big order is the SEC's motion to strike the fair notice defense. The other point here is the information that they may or may not get for the SEC of the Ripple meetings, the internal meetings that were video recorded and audio recorded, and if they bring about any information that could strengthen the SEC's case, which has been weakened greatly since the start of this thing. We will keep an eye on it. Looking right here, if you haven't heard the news, welcome to the party. Ripple moving beyond XRP with Liquidity Hub that supports Bitcoin, Ether, Ethereum, Classic, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash, as well as XRP. RippleNet General Manager Ashish Birla says the service will function similarly to on-demand liquidity since it relies on the same technology. Now, this is Ashish Birla. Now, it's a short clip of the interview that we played this morning and broke down. I want to take you back to a moment that happens in here where he's talking about regulation and how he is proactive. I think I can catch it right from here. Let's get it.
With financial institutions adopting crypto until the regulators come up with a clear framework, and I'm looking forward to that in 2022 for sure.
So you think regulation is next year? This is a thing for next year?
I mean, I thought it was last year and the year before and the year before. I mean, I think it's, I'm hoping it's next year. And listen, like the United States can absolutely catch up. And doesn't this fall in line with the last thing we heard Brad Garlinghouse say that we played here on the show too? That he believed when he was over in Saudi Arabia at that conference, he believed that the U.S. would have some kind of legislation to bring about clarity within the next 12 to 18 months. This is aligning with Ashish Birla, the general manager of RippleNet as well. And do the right thing in creating a clear framework. And no doubt we will be the epicenter of this future crypto world, built and building new kinds of products that are more accessible and revolutionary. But you know, we gotta come up with a clear framework first.
I mean, this is hugely bullish here. I mean, when you talk about this understanding, right, that he is saying that there's no doubt that we will be the leader he's talking about here, and I'm paraphrasing, but let me just give you this again here really quick.
Before and the year before, I mean, I think it's, I'm hoping it's next year. And listen, like the United States can absolutely catch up and do the right thing in creating a clear framework. And no doubt we will be the epicenter of this future crypto world.
No doubt that will be the future epicenter of this future crypto world. What a comment from a company and executives that understand they are currently being sued by the market agency, the SEC. What confidence they have that not only will they get through this legal case, but we'll also get the clarity for the entire space that we need. This is why I often say here, when it comes to the Ripple SEC case, this case is not just a legal case, it's also a vetting process. Remember, Gary Gensler said himself at MIT that there is a cost to build trust in the system. And that cost is paying to be compliant. It's paying to play in a sense, right? It's really proving that you're willing to vest the money into yourself and your own ultimate end goal to where you want to be in this system. And I believe when this fourth industrial revolution gets well underway, which it already has started, but when it is and the internet of value is truly upon us, you're going to see Ripple and RippleNet be the backbone of exactly that. Looking right here, Basel Committee to review proposed capital requirements for banks with crypto. This is actually, as much as it may pain a lot of people, look, if you want to see the big money come in, this is what you're going to need to see here. The banking regulators plan to issue new consultative document in 2022, and this is really talking about the idea that there should not be fractional backing to the crypto world, whether it be stable coins or crypto themselves. If you have $100 of crypto that you're custodying in the banking world for a client or customer, then you need to have $100 worth of crypto there, right? And that, to me, is how you make sure that this new emerging asset class doesn't set up for failure down the road, because that's the problem we have with the banking industry today. Too big to fail, right? Bank of England and the UK are meeting today to assess the case for a CBDC next year. The Digital Pound Foundation is meeting right now. I was watching some of that, and I will have a little bit of that for you tomorrow. We know that Susan Friedman from Ripple is a part of that Digital Pound Foundation, representing Ripple's part in that role. And we know that there is a possibility that it could assess the case for a CBDC to be launched next year. However, I will say, not to put ice water in anybody's veins, William Lavelle, who was representing the Bank of England in the actual meeting today with the Digital Pound Foundation, is looking north of the second half of this decade. So that would be after 2025 in his eyes. Now, he's one person. This is, we have heard very conflicting things about the Bank of England, whether they could do it 22, 23, or sometime 25 to 2030. We don't know yet. It's all being sorted out. But one thing I know is it's going to happen. And here is actually the list here where you can see that Ripple is a part of that group. I wanted to show you that, as well as Accenture, which really is where they got the green light. Ripple got the green light from Accenture to the financial world in the early days of their growth. And this here is showing that, this is really interesting because the Digital Pound Foundation actually retweeted here Ripple, which I just thought was incredibly supportive, knowing that Ripple is a part of that foundation. And retweeting the earlier this year, we shared some of our predictions for future global payments. And looking back, it seems we didn't stray too far from the mark. That's exactly right. Let us know what your payment predictions are for 2022. And the digital payments are inevitable, they say, at the Digital Pound Foundation. Be sure to attend today's webinar at the Bank of with the Bank of England to find out how the UK is planning to migrate over to a digital pound. And they are having those discussions right now. This is a reminder here from the BIS, which is the Bank of Central Banks, which is clearly acknowledged in here that Ripple Connect is obviously a solution, and the use of assets as a bridge currency like Ripple Liquidity, which would be using XRP, the asset, or the other liquidity pools that they've just announced that they will be making as well for the XRP decentralized ledger. And I think that is a very, very key point to make in all of this. If you have not seen the video I did this morning, everything will run on the XRP ledger. I really, really would like to suggest that you go watch that video. Now let's take a listen to this video clip of CoinsKid telling us about this bullish falling wedge pattern, which could mean more upside for all of us.
And you've got a huge cup and handle with the breakout, and then you're looking to go back and take out that local high at 190, so it's just doing everything it needs to. There was some kind of little falling pattern here. Look, it's falling. Oh no, it's going to zero, but then it bounces off key level support, starts to come up, runs into the resistance of where you formed the channel. Do you see that? Effectively some rising falling wedge within itself like that. Look, you're just forming bullish reversal patterns after bullish reversal patterns. So it's very similar. Come overextended, come back, breakout, come up, overextended, come back, support breakout. So it's looking good, okay? Providing you can hold this swing high, like I said to you, could be a fantastic area to get some cheeky bids in. Break this level of resistance just there, start to come up. Worst case scenario, if you do start to lose this high, I do think you'll bounce off that red line like you did here. You lost this high, so you rolled down, and where do you find support? On this previous trend line, as support this horizontal, and then equally the 55 on the 4 hour. Okay, so you're really bullish, you know, but you do come up and you do come down. Yeah, it's normal. You want to see that, you know, you're retracing basically. You're coming up impulsively, you're retracing to a key level of support and getting a breakout, and you could look at that. You could look at that as one kind of big bull flag, couldn't you? You know, if you look at it like that, it's just a bull flag. You know, you've broken up like that, low resistance, slowing down, coming back on yourself, forming a falling wedge, get the breakout, boom, you're up there. You know, you could look at an explosive break here for XRP of around about 12%, leading up to the blue line, which is a 1618, which is around about 16% upside for XRP.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Things are looking like they're going our way for a minute. Now, we'll keep a close eye on it. And as he said, it's all theory-based charting tools that you use to try to see what's going on with the living, breathing market of buyers and sellers here. And it does look like there could be some more upside for us. It's not financial advice from me or anyone else, but I say bring it on. Let's send it. I'm ready for some moon action. How about you? Leave a comment below. Hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you check out all the links in the description box and the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, the only thing better than buying crypto is buying tax-free crypto. And you could do that with I Trust Capital. Major announcement coming up in just 5 days, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to want every bit of it too. And I don't mind telling you, if you're looking for a Ledger Nano cold storage, great specials and deals, but you got to click the links. You want to hide your identity online? Pure VPN. That's one of the many ways I use to hide my identity online. 99-cent 7-day trial. Unstoppable domains. If you're looking for a great domain name for crypto, move value when you send a message. No bank in between. Check them out. I'll catch all of you on the next one.